Hey everybody, it's me, Megs, and I am going to do another Get Cute with me of this cute bob wig and kind of like this navy blue eyeshadow look. So my face is of course clean, and I'm going to prime my face first using the Urban Decay primer spray that I love. I double prime, so I'm going to let that dry, okay? And then I'm going to go ahead and use the Tatcha primer. Y'all, I have been loving this primer so much. I actually put too much on, but it's okay. Just rub it in. And you did that like that, so it's rubbed in. So I am going to use my Nars Sheer Glow foundation. I'm revisiting this since it's getting warmer outside, and I love the finish of this foundation, and the match is flawless. My color is New Orleans, so I'm just going to apply that. And this brush I'm using is by Tarte, okay? It's a foundation brush. So I'm just going to put that on and buff it on in, and I love the finish of this foundation. So I'm going to use the Tarte Shape Tape concealer, and this concealer is actually a little too light for me, and it scared me at first because I thought I had the other color that I was looking for, and this one actually was a little too light, but I made it work. So I'm just going to blend this in with a damp beauty blender, and I absolutely love the coverage of the Shape Tape, but I picked up the wrong color. I have multiple concealer colors, and I just happened to pick up the wrong one. So it wasn't too bad, girl, but this is not the concealer color I would normally use to highlight with. This is a little too light for me. But I'm going to go ahead and blend this all in. I put it underneath my eyes, down the bridge of my nose, underneath my nose and my cupid's bow area and my chin, and blend it on out, and just a little bit on my forehead. So yeah, that's that, girl. So now I'm gonna go ahead and contour. I start off with my forehead using Fenty Beauty's Matchstick in Expresso, and I'm just gonna apply that on my cheeks to contour and chisel out those cheeks, because you know, to make it look like our cheekbones are popping. So I blend that out with the beauty part, with the booty part of the beauty part, like that, and blend it out. And I like using beauty blenders to blend out my contour. And someone was like, how come you don't use a brush? Because I feel like this is easier and gets the job done faster using the beauty blender. So I blend everything out like that and take my time. And as you can see, the contour kind of just brings color back to my face and dimension. And of course, I do my nose. And I actually like to use my fingers when I contour my nose with cream. It just helps me blend it out better. And plus, the warmth from my fingers moves the product a little bit better than a brush. So I enjoy using my fingers for my nose, because you don't want your nose looking too crazy. You want it to be nice and soft and blended. So I'm just going to do that, like so. And I'm going to go ahead and bake with MERCIER translucent powder. And this is the color, what color is this? This is like the regular color, right? The universal color. And I put this underneath my eyes only because the color doesn't change the concealer color. Because, you know, sometimes with certain powders, if it's too yellow or too golden, it looks kind of weird mixed in with the concealer. So I like to use this to bake. And then so while I bake, I do my eyebrows and then come back and set my overall face using the MERCIER deep translucent powder, and I just apply that and wipe away the baked areas. And so I just kind of pat in and swirl around and remove that powder underneath my eyes, like that. And now I'm going to use Black Radiance Rich Mahogany Pressed Powder, and I am just going to pop some more contour onto my cheek area and my forehead using an angled brush. And this brush is by IT Cosmetics. And I put some on my forehead, like that, and blend it on out with a fluffy brush. This brush is also by IT Cosmetics. I think these are synthetic hair brushes. And of course, my nose, I'm going to take a smaller, fluffier brush and do my nose. Just make sure everything pops. So I am going to use Fenty Beauty's bronzer in Mocha Mommy. Is it Mocha Mommy, girl? Yeah, I like it. I know y'all was like, where's the review? Where's the video? I'm going to do one because I wanted to play with it first to see how I liked it. And I have some comments that I'll be saving for the video. Okay, so I am going to bronze my face out using that. Okay, and as you can see, it's giving me some bronzing situation. So I apply that all over with a fluffy brush. Now for the eyes, y'all, I'm going to use Urban Decay's Primer Potion for my eyes. And this allows my shadow to stick, last all day, and helps avoid creasing. So I put a little bit onto my eyelid. Blend it in or rub it in with my finger. And this look I'm going to do is kind of like a navy deep blue. It doesn't really pick up on camera very well. So for my highlight, I'm going to start with my highlight first. And this is a Beauty Treats 88 palette. And I'm going to use that light color. And I'm going to pop that underneath my brow bone. Or underneath my brow. Onto my brow bone. And blend down. This is my favorite highlight color. I've been using this highlight color underneath my brow for about probably 5 years now. And now going into the bronzer, since we use it on the face, I'm going to pop that into my crease. And that is a way that I bring my makeup looks together with as far as warmth and making sure everything's cohesive. So I pop that into the crease. It's a really nice warm color for the crease. And I'm using a fluffy brush and I'm using circular motions, windshield wiper motions to get it how I want it. And now I'm going to go in with a Beauty Topaz palette. And I'm going to use that kind of burnt orange and pop that into my crease also. Swirl it on in. Just to warm things up too. Because I like warm creases and orange always looks good on us. Now I'm going to take the lighter orange and pop that on top. I know y'all probably like, how many oranges are you going to use? I just am. And I'm going to blend out the other side of my eyeshadow because I noticed that it wasn't that blended. Because it's hard to film makeup videos on camera, y'all. So sometimes stuff don't be as blended as it would be if you weren't filming. So for the shadow I'm going to use is Doza Colors. This is the Desi and Katie palette. And I'm going to use that deep navy blue color. On camera it's really not showing up how it really looks in person. And I'm going to spray my brush with some Lancome Fix-It Fix-It something, and I'm going to apply this onto my lid. And it's kind of damp because I sprayed some spray on it. And as you can see, it's really sparkly. I was like, I want to be sparkly and shimmery. Let me do something with my eyes. I'm going to go in with the Cara Bright palette. I got this palette a couple years ago. And I'm going to go into that deep matte blue color because it goes with the shimmery blue that I put on my lid. So to kind of like smoke out the eye or the edge of the eye, I'm going to apply this. Patting it on with a fluffy brush first. And then swirling it on in into the crease to blend everything out. So I'm going to take a smaller fluffy brush and just slowly and carefully blend this out because I don't want any fallout. Even though with this shadow I don't get any fallout, but the only fallout that I did get was from the sparkles. And underneath my eye I'm going to use this Urban Decay 24-hour liner. I forgot what the name is. All the products that I use are in the description, but I'm going to use like this white cream liner to open up the bottom lash line. And I'm going to take this blue right there on the right hand side and I'm going to pat that into the liner. So I use the white liner as a base to pop the blue in to make it brighter. So I wanted a really bright waterline look, and this is my favorite look to do, is that bright waterline look. It kind of makes you look like a baby doll. So that's like cool, you know, like let me put some blue in here. And I'm going to take that dark navy blue matte color from the Cara palette and put it underneath the lash line. And I'm using a small blending brush to do that. And apply mascara to your upper and lower lashes. And of course apply falsies. And I'm using this Makeup Geek blush. This is my favorite blush, y'all. Like, This blush is old, but I'm still using it because I like how warm it makes my face. It's kind of like a burnt orangey rust color. It makes you look really bronzy. So I decided to put that onto my cheeks. And I always blend out my cheeks into my forehead. You know, that's just what I do. I just blend out everything. Like that. And so I am gonna set my face with the Lancome. Is this called Fix It, Forget It? The name of this is down in the description, you guys. So I'm just gonna spray my face. Now, normally I do this before I apply my lashes and mascara, but I forgot. So that just brings everything together. I spray before I put my highlighter on. And this is the Bobbi Brown highlighter. This is Bronze Glow. And I'm just gonna apply this with this brush. This brush is by Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's their highlighter brush. And this brush has changed my highlighting world. Because before I couldn't get a perfect brush. I was like, how can I find a perfect brush to put my highlight on? And this is a perfect brush. So I apply the highlight on my nose, my high points on my cheeks, and my inner tear ducts on my eyes with a smaller brush. So I love this highlighter. For my hair, y'all, it's time for the wig. And this wig is by My First Wig, y'all. And this is actually a kinky straight wig. And it's bob season because it's about to start to be hot. So it's time to bust out those bobs. And I really love the texture of this hair. This is a 14-inch unit. The lace is light brown. And there's a 6-inch parting in the lace in front, okay? So this is a blunt cut bob. So I was like really excited about this. I was like, ew, I've never tried their kinky straight. So as you can see, the front is lace and there are 2 combs towards the middle and there's 1 comb at the nape area too. And there is lace in the front and the back. Now what's different with this wig is that there are adjustable straps that come with this. But the only thing is I wish there were like probably 2 more additional clasps because I put mine on the last clasp and it wasn't tight enough. But this might work for other people too. So this adjustable strap allows your wig to stay down even more seamlessly, but I feel like I need some extra clasps to make it a little more tighter and snug. And of course there still are adjustable straps at the nape that I use to help with getting it nice and tight. And this wig is pre-plucked, as you can see, but of course you can customize this a bit more to your liking. I feel like this could be tweezed just a little bit more for a more realistic look. Okay, especially if you're going to be gluing your wig down. I'm not. But if I'm going out a night on a town, I do glue the front of my wigs down. But I love this texture. It mimics kind of like blown out natural hair / relaxed hair. So I'm going to go ahead and put this bad boy on. I'm going to use a wig cap that the wig came with. My first wig gave me a wig kit, okay, and this came with it. So I am going to use this one. Normally I use a darker wig cap, but I just use this one for now. And I'm going to put this thing on. And as you see, the lace is light brown. I feel like I need a darker lace, or I need to start tinting the lace on these wigs because it's still a little, the lace is still a little light for me. And you guys will see what I'm talking about in a minute. But the hair flat ironed flawlessly because I did wash and condition the wig prior to wearing it. I did not wear this wig straight out the box, okay? So as you can see, the hairline is pretty nice, but of course you can tweeze it more to give it more of a natural look. But I'm not. So I am going to cut the lace because I always try the wigs on before I cut the lace to make sure I like it. And I do. I really love the way the hair flat iron, and it's so soft, and I had no shedding. So I'm just going to take my time and cut the lace. And the lace looks pretty good right now. And so as you can see, the hair flat ironed pretty nicely, and it is a blunt bob. So I flat ironed the hair going straight. I didn't put any bumps to it. So when I flat ironed it, I made sure I did small sections to kind of press the hair out to get it straight. And I feel like with this texture, you can do so much with it. And I know this hair is going to hold an amazing curl because it's not too straight. It has some texture to it. And normally, hair that has texture to it holds an amazing curl. So with this wig, there are layers to this wig also that I noticed that you can really take full advantage of doing some really nice loose curls with this. It would be really pretty. But of course, I wanted to flat iron it straight to see how the wig really looked. So the quality of the hair is really nice. Like, this is probably one of my favorite textures now from my first wig. So I'm just going to take my time and press it on out, and it gets pretty straight with one pass. Now, what did I use to wash and condition this wig? I used Moroccan Oil Hydrate shampoo and conditioner. So I feel like maybe the shampoo has something to do with it too, but the quality of the hair is really nice overall. And my flat iron is by KQC, and I have it on 410 degrees. So that's how I'm able to do one pass. Now, I only have it this high on wigs. I would never do my hair like this. I haven't even flat ironed my natural hair. So I like to have my flat iron really hot when I'm doing wigs, just to get the wig flat iron and straight faster. So this is the look, y'all. The wig flat ironed really nicely, but I still have some nice texture. And I'm going to spray some more Care Silk and Seal, because that is actually what I use to flat iron my wigs. I spray this on each section. But today I wanted to add just a little bit more shine to the front. And I noticed that this wig was able to handle a little more product than the silky textures from my first wig. So, yeah. I noticed that I had to flat iron this one just a little bit more because there was a lot of volume at the top. Now, you might like volume, extra volume at the top of your wigs, but I like mine to be pretty flat. And I did notice that with this wig, there were a lot of flyaways at the top. So I did use my Vante Silk Effects hair spritz on the top of this. I know my first wig comes with a flyaway tamer, but I like using spritz better because it gives my hair a nice shine and hold. So I love this Vante spray. It's my favorite. So that helped with the flyaways, and it gave my hair some additional shine to it. And I am not going to glue my wig down because I'm just not. But normally I would if I'm going out and I know I'm going to be taking a lot of pictures at nighttime. I do glue the wig down. But I would definitely have to either tint the lace or put some foundation on the lace to make sure it really blends with my skin tone. And for this little piece right here, I am just going to add a little layer to it because when I have side part bobs, I like to have one side, tucked behind my ear. So for the lips, I'm going to use my chestnut lip liner because we're wearing a nude lip and I love chestnut on my skin tone. I tried cork and cork wasn't dark enough for me. So I like to use chestnut. And I'm using this really pretty Dose of Colors lipstick. The name of this lipstick is down in the description. It's from their Mickey Mouse, what's the Mickey Mouse collection? Really pretty nude. And I'm going to put on some gloss also from Dose of Colors by the Mickey Mouse collection. And this is the overall look, you guys. I love how this wig looks. I feel like this texture looks a lot more natural than some of the other wigs that I've had because of the texture. And the blunt bob is cut really nice. I don't have any complaints. It's nice and even. It falls really nicely on my shoulders. It's not bending anywhere. And I love the asymmetrical situation of this wig. So I know if I were to glue this down, it would be flawless with some extra concealing of the lace. But the lace is a little too light for me, so I would have to do a little bit more to that. But overall, I really love this wig. I know this probably could be colored and it would be beautiful because of the texture. And I personally love kinky straight textures on me because it just looks more natural on us. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask me, and all of the information about what I use on my face is down in the description below, as well as a link to this wig if you want to check it out for yourself. And as always, thank y'all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later.